Oh, I think this is one of my puzzle boxes.
Okay. Can you open it?
Well, the thing is, I collect them, not solve them. But whatever the culprit wants us to find is probably in this box. And since we've gotten this far, we may as well try to open it.
Should we hide from the rain in the abandoned house first? We can get it open there.
After you.
Let me have a go at it first. I'm not too shabby with puzzles, if I do say so myself.
By all means, go ahead. I put the box on the well. Wait a second. This is my ledger. I use it to keep tabs on all the bigger payments made by the company.
Why would the culprit put it in the box? Is there anything important in it?
Nothing particularly significant or related to Genetica.
Ruben? What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. A few pages are gone. Just notes on donations I've made to charities over the years. There's also another message left for us.
What does it say?
The next clue awaits in the cavern.
Is that all there is? I don't understand why the culprit left a journal for us to find. They could have just left the message, right?
I'm not sure, but I think they know more than I thought. We need to search that cavern.
I agree. Whatever they're trying to pull off here, we need to stop it. Or at least know what it is. They mentioned a cavern. I bet it's the same one that the tunnel underneath us leads to.
I guess that's where we're heading then. The next clue should be hidden somewhere in here. It's vague, but let's keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Maybe I can shoot the harpoon gun to get it out. Ruben, there's nothing here.
I couldn't find anything either, but the message did say there was another clue.
I searched pretty much every nook and cranny in here. No clues to be found.
All of this might have just been a setup intended to waste our time.
What do you mean?
Let's take a second to think about this. The culprit sent me the text message while we were in the lighthouse. They knew we were there.
Which, by the way, was sabotaged. The evidence was clear on that.
I believe they intentionally left the evidence behind to try and distract us. Even if all of this was a ploy to delay us, I don't understand what they're gaining from it.
Not just to delay us. Look where we are. We're in the middle of nowhere. They wanted us away from the mansion.
Away from Haven. Carla, I have a bad feeling about this. We need to get to Haven right now.
Let's move.
Damn it. The door to the vault is wide open. They must have broken in.
Doesn't the vault have its own security? How could they have bypassed it?
I don't know, Carla.
Still, They might not have found the file. It was hidden, right?
It was, but they had more than enough time to do a thorough search. In any case, we need to confirm whether the file's been taken or not. Let's go in. The file's gone. It's not here. How could I have been so careless?
If you say it's not here, I'll believe you. But are you certain?
Yes, I know where I left it. I haven't gone senile yet. I'm sorry, Carla. I need a moment to gather my thoughts.
I get it. In the meantime, I'll do a thorough sweep here myself. This is hopeless. There's not a speck of evidence around. Wait, what's that? The cavity is the same shape as the eye emblem we found in the cave with the Admiral. Is this a book about the overseers? Of course it is. How do I get this thing open? Actually, I don't have time for this right now. I'd better go find Ruben.
How did it go? Did you find any leads in the vault?
I did find this book about.
Who cares about books right now? Do you understand the importance of those files? The social hierarchy of the human race is in peril, Carla. Think what the Genetica serum could do if it got into the wrong hands. I'm losing my grasp on Genetica. Someone is taking it from me, and I don't know who.
That's why I'm here to support you, Ruben. We'll figure this out.
Let's figure out how someone simply walked into the vault, bypassing its security, without any trace of a break-in, when only you and I knew where the vault was or how to get in.
Do you suspect I had something to do with this?
I didn't tell anyone else about the vault. Did you?
Ruben, I understand. You're angry about the situation and looking for the cause. But it ain't me. I've only been trying to help.
If that's the truth, then help me by answering my question. Did you tell anyone about the vault?
You're kidding, right? You have so little trust in me that I have to say something so obvious out loud?
Did you or did you not?
I did not tell anyone about the vault, Ruben. More importantly, you tell me that you're my father and then you interrogate me like a suspect?
Carla, you're my daughter. But we don't know each other that well, do we?
My real father would know that I would never betray him like that.
It's just, this whole week has been one incident after another. The pressure of the situation is getting to me.
We all feel pressure. That's no excuse. You know what? It doesn't matter. Let's just focus on the theft of the file. Previously, when we were in the control room, I saw a map of Haven. I think it was the vault. If I saw it, the culprit must have seen it too.
If they knew about the vault, they might have planted hidden cameras around it.
Only one way to make sure. Just fish. No cam. You were right. I found a hidden camera. Take a look.
They most likely watched the footage.
And saw the vault's code and how to get in.
Then they distracted us so they could steal the file. But it's unlikely to be the only surveillance device they planted. We should sweep Haven and make sure there aren't any more. I'll check the control room first. Could you start from the creative hub?
Sure. It's not what I need to print. It's missing a head. Another one in the bag. I should check the living quarters next. No surveillance devices here. Nothing here. I should carry the doors. I think that's all of them.
I finished checking the other parts of Haven. They were also bugged. How's the situation here?
I found another spy cam and a recorder hidden around here too.
They had eyes and ears all over the place. Give me all the surveillance devices you found. I'll get rid of them. Good. I shouldn't be long.
No worries. There's another thing I'd like to check here in the meantime.
If you happen to find another hidden device, let me know.
Will do. While I have a moment, I should have another look at the book from the vault. This table looks like a good spot. There's a slot to put the looks like some sort of puzzle? Is this a history of the Overseers? That's the group the Admiral was talking about back in the cave. Why does Rubin have this? The first record dates back to the 16th century. A group of rulers from Europe formed a secret alliance to bring their countries wealth and power. Is this real? Odd. The pages at the end look fairly new compared to the rest of the book. Were they added recently?
Carla, there's one more thing. I wanted to... Carla, that book. How... Why do you have this book?
While investigating the vault, it caught my eye and I took it with me.
There are a bunch of books there. What made this one so special?
Its emblem. The question is, why do you have a book on the overseers?
How do you know that name?
The Admiral and I found an eye emblem while investigating the sniper incident. He recognized the emblem and told me a story about the overseers.
I see. Well, this doesn't have anything to do with what's been going on. So why don't you give me the book and we forget about this?
You're obviously hiding something. Maybe you're an overseer yourself.
What? No! I would never be a part of a group so rotten to the core. Jeannie!
Did she hurt herself?
Hey there, you okay? Jeannie, no! We need to get the book back before she tears it apart.
So it is important.
You want the truth? You'll get it. But only after we get the book back.
Good. That's all I wanted from the start. Any idea where Jeannie could have taken the book?
Usually, whatever she steals ends up in her stash back at Genetica Keep. I'd start there.
All right, let's go. I don't see Jeannie anywhere.
Still, she might have been here to hide the book in her stash.
I guess it's worth making sure. Give me a moment.
A piñata. I need to break it somehow.
Nothing. No book in sight.
If the book isn't here, Jeannie is probably still in the vents.
Any way to get her out?
In theory, we could flush her out through Haven's ventilation system. Fortunately for us, she has a GPS device on her, so we can track her movements. All we're really missing is the GPS receiver.
Where is it? I'll bring it.
It should be in the laboratory. In the meantime, I'll prep everything in the control room. We'll access the ventilation system through there.
Sounds good.
I need to break the ice first. I think that's the one. I should bring it to Ruben.
I've got the receiver. What do you want me to do with it?
Connect it to the port on the table next to me.
It'd make sense to put the GPS receiver. I need to turn it on.
Great. I think that's it. Now, we just need to get Jeannie out.
What's the plan here exactly?
With the GPS receiver, we can see where she is in the vents. If we shift the airflow in them, we can guide Jeannie out. But I'll need a hand with this. The system requires 2 people to operate fully.
All right, let's give it a try.
I need to use the fans to guide Jeannie out. Jeannie's blocking the way. Jeannie's blocking the way. Jeannie's blocking the way. Jeannie's blocking the way. Jeannie's blocking the way.
She's out.
Good job. Jeannie should have come out in Genetica Keep.
Let's get that book back.
Carla, I'll distract Jeannie. You grab the book from her.
Let's see how this plays out. I need to wait until her guard is down. I've got the book, but Jeannie didn't seem very happy about it.
She'll be fine. More importantly, the book is safe and sound now.
Then it's a good time to start talking.
Very well. I won't go back on my word. What do you want to know about the book on the overseers?
Tell me what you know about the overseers.
Well, the book you're holding contains their early history. They are a very old, secretive, and powerful group of people. They are as rotten inside as outside. To be honest, what I told you earlier about why your mom left me wasn't the full story. Back then, the group who terrorized us both was them, the overseers.
If I remember your story correctly, you were a part of them.
Everything I said before was true. I left as soon as I realized what type of organization it was. But the story didn't end there. The harassment didn't stop, and the overseers basically buried my business. My startup company was on the verge of collapsing.
Obviously, it didn't stop you from building your business empire in the end.
That's because I struck a deal with them.
What did you agree to? It must have been quite a negotiation.
I'm not proud of this, but I promised them 10% of yearly revenue from my company. Every year, I wire them money masked as donations to charities.
Hold on a second. When we found your ledger in the abandoned house, the pages with charitable donations were missing. Is it related to the overseers?
Carla, please don't make me answer this question.
You don't need to tell me. I'm sure I can put 2 and 2 together.
Fine. It's probably for the best if I tell you myself. The donations missing from the ledger were the ones I sent to the overseers. I kept you from the full message left in the ledger, too. It said, "Thanks for the money."
So all of it, the murders on the island, the sniper, what happened to you and my mom, is the work of the overseers.
Even if we know this, what does it change now? My past mistakes came back to haunt me and hurt the people I care about.
Is there any way we can stop them for good?
That's where the book comes in. By itself, it isn't as important. I believe most of the members have a copy of it, but I keep a list of names in this one. The list is a combined effort of an over 2 decades-long investigation. I was able to track down most of the members, except for the top branch.
Why haven't you given it to the police? The government?
Without knowing a single member at the top of the chain, there's no point. If we try to cut off a limb, they'll just grow it back and be more cautious next time.
There must be something we can do about them.
Let's cross that bridge when we get there. First of all, I'm more worried about what the culprit will do next. Given how close they are to getting all the information on the Genetica formula, they might do something radical. I'd prefer that you get something to protect yourself.
What do you have in mind?
Nothing specific, as long as it can knock a person out if worse comes to worst.
Did Lucas have anything I could use?
No. We kept the gun only as a safety precaution. We never really had any security issues before on the island. I'll contact Sam. He's always been cautious. He probably brought some self-defense equipment to the island.
Are you sure we can trust the Admiral?
Samuel is a lot of things, but an overseer is not one of them. Of that, I am certain. I'll text him now to meet up with you.
What will you do?
I'll run another sweep of Haven. I want to make sure we didn't miss any of the hidden cameras. All right. He texted me back. He's going to meet you in the boathouse. I'll get in touch if anything else comes up.
Okay, stay safe.
You too.
Miss Page, mind explaining why Reuben wants to arm you for self-defense? Why now?
I'll explain everything afterward. But first, I'd prefer to get what I came here for.
Very well, but you owe me some answers. Now, I did bring some self-defense equipment to the island, but unfortunately, I left all of it in the boat when I arrived. If any equipment survived the fire, it should be lying at the bottom of the sea. I had pepper spray and a stun gun. Any preferences?
I think the stun gun is a better option here.
Great. I kept it in a watertight box, so it shouldn't have been damaged by the water. But it won't get itself, so why don't you put the diving suit on and go for a swim? I'll hold the perimeter while you're down there.
Okay, I'll be back shortly. No stun gun, and the pepper spray isn't going to be of any use.
So, did you get the stun gun?
I didn't, but I found the pepper spray instead. I doubt I can use it, though.
What's wrong with it? Let me have a look. You should have started by saying that it melted. Could have saved us both some time.
Sure. The next time I find a melted canister of pepper spray, you'll be the first to know.
Enough with the sarcasm. Did you forget I'm helping you out of my own goodwill? I'm free to leave whenever I please.
Right. Sorry. What about the stun gun, then? Any ideas where it could be?
Well, if you're certain it wasn't with the boat remains, it could have washed ashore.
Like, to the beach?
Hopefully. Why don't we go check?
It's missing a pearl. I found it. It washed ashore, as you said.
Good, but it's not a toy, Miss Page. Be careful with it.
I think I can handle it.
For your sake, I hope you will. Now, let's head back to the mansion. I'd like to get those answers you promised.
Sure.
Now then, why don't you get me up to speed on the situation?
The overseers aren't just a story. We're pretty sure the culprit is one of them.
Why? Because of the emblem we found before?
The culprit left a ledger for Ruben and me to find. Inside was a note which basically confirmed that it's one of them.
What was in the note?
It's not for me to say.
You're not blowing smoke up my rear, are you?
Would I joke about something like this?
If that's really the truth, then this is indeed a very serious matter.
They are also really close to obtaining the last piece of the genetica formula. Ruben is worried they might do something drastic to get it. He said it would be best to prepare ourselves if push comes to shove.
We cannot let the overseers get their hands on the serum. The very thought sends shivers down my spine.
We'll stop them.
Huh. That would be the best case scenario. But is it realistic? I don't think so.
Not with that attitude. Oh, I think Ruben texted me.
What's wrong?
The last file has gone missing.
The last file? What does that mean?
Ruben had 3 files into which all the research on genetica was split. If the last file is gone, it must mean that the culprit has all of them now.
Where is Ruben? We need to meet up with him ASAP.
1 second, I'll text him.
He's in the security office.
Let's go. Reuben, Miss Page brought me mostly up to speed on the situation. I need confirmation from you. Does the culprit have all the information on Project Genetica?
I believe so.
God damn it. This is a matter of national security. We need to get those documents back immediately.
I know. I'm just trying to piece together how they found the last file.
Did you keep the third file in the security office?
Yes. A couple of weeks ago, I asked Lucas to hide it in his room.
First things first. We need to establish a time frame during which the file was stolen. When was the last time you confirmed the file's location?
Today, early in the morning.
So it must have been taken rather recently. All right, I'll have a look around. Maybe I'll find something that could give us a hint.
We should all keep our eyes peeled.
I did find a brooch. I doubt it belonged to Lucas.
Can I have a look at it? This brooch, it's Mrs. Bird's. She wears it all the time.
When we spoke with her this morning, she was wearing it, wasn't she?
Back in the parlor? Yes. I believe Georgiana had the brooch on her.
I think I should go and speak with her. Currently, it's the only lead we have.
You go and do that, Miss Page. I'd like to ask Q a few questions myself. It's for the best if we split up to cover more ground.
Why do you want to question him?
I saw Q hanging around the garden during the day. I find the boy suspicious after all the lies he spouted about me.
Sam, knowing your relationship with Q, I don't think it's a good idea to leave the two of you alone.
Good point, Reuben. You should be there with them. You know, just in case.
Right. It's probably for the best. Sam, I'm coming with you.
Suit yourself.
Since that's settled, mind returning the brooch to me? I'll give it back to Mrs. B.
Right. Of course. Carla, let's meet up back in the dining hall after.
Roger that. Mrs. B, do you have a moment?
Of course, dear. I'm always here for you.
You were in Lucas's room today, right?
Yes, I was. How did you know?
I found your brooch in his room. Actually, you can have it back.
Oh my. I guess I did lose it while I was in Lucas's room.
Do you know what time it was when you went to Lucas's room?
I didn't exactly look at the clock, dear. It was probably some time in the afternoon. But Carla, what is this really about?
Something was stolen from Lucas's room. I'm trying to figure out who could have done it.
Oh no. I hope it wasn't anything important.
It kinda was. But I'm giving my best efforts to get it back.
Dear, if you have any other questions, please don't be shy. I'll help in any way I can.
Maybe you saw someone suspicious during the day?
I did see a few people around while cleaning, but nothing that I could say was suspicious. Now that I think about it, I did see Jack sneaking around in the basement hall. At the time, I didn't think much of it. Figured he was sneaking more snacks out of the fridge. But now...
I think I got it. Thank you, Mrs. B. That was really helpful.
I'm glad I could help.
I should meet up with Ruben and the Admiral in the dining hall.
Sam, I'm glad I didn't let you go alone.
What are you talking about? He would have answered the questions just fine without you. Carla, did you talk with Mrs. Bird?
I did.
So, do you think we should put her on the list of suspects?
Not really. The only thing linking her to the crime is the brooch, which basically proves nothing. But she did give me another lead to follow. She saw Jax lurking around in the basement hall during the day.
Interesting. Q also mentioned that Jax was acting odd. Around the afternoon, he saw Jax entering his suite, said it looked like he was hiding something behind his jacket.
Apparently, Jax was coming in and out of his room rather often.
Did you speak with Jax about it?
No, not yet. We wanted to meet up with you first.
Since we're all here and caught up, why don't we go and pay a visit to Mr. Trainer?
Let's start at his suite.
Jax, let us in.
Maybe he's not in?
He might be hiding out. There is only one way to know for sure.
Seems a bit excessive, Sam. Don't you think?
You can send me the bill later. Let's go in.
Great job, Sam. He's not here.
If not for me, we wouldn't have known that.
We probably could have used one of the windows to get in.
Miss Page, do I look like someone who'd crawl through a window?
Excuse me for trying to be resourceful.
Right. Well, Jax is probably somewhere in the mansion. We should split up and look for him.
You guys go ahead. I'll take a look around his room. There might be something here that can explain his behavior. Let me know once you find him.
Will do.
Jax, what are you up to?